might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Today is Monday, September 30th, 2024. We are in the building. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully you are having a great Monday. Shout out to my guy, your car up early in the morning, 5:15 a.m. for my guy, your car out there on the West Coast. How is it going? Good morning to you, good sir. So, we are going to get started. Quick announcement. We have our Candid Conversations coming out at noon Eastern time today. So tune in for that. It's going to be a great conversation, about return to office and strategizing and all that good stuff. And then we're going to be live tomorrow night for our tech Q&A show. So join us for that. If you have a question, if you want to have some fun, if you want to hang out with us, join us tomorrow night. We're going to start a little bit early because we do have the VP debate going down. So we do want to tune in for that. So we'll be starting around 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So you definitely want to tune in. All right. And do me a favor on your way in, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content, as well as go to techcoachralph.dev. I have a video dropping tomorrow on the Patreon about how to use Glassdoor and a little bit of AI to get ready for interviews. So definitely want to tune in for that. But yeah, with that being said, let's jump into our news for this week. Today is Monday, so we know we have to review the numbers to watch for the week. So let's jump into it, and I'll throw up that 2-minute timer so we can stay on track and on pace so we don't get out of control. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so numbers to watch for this week. Let me throw up that 2-minute timer. All right, so we have so America's labor market is in focus this week with the Labor Department data culminating on Friday with the September job report. New non-farm payrolls totaled 142,000 in August, up from 114 in July, and the unemployment rate ticked down to 4.2%. While the market is reasonably in good shape, it has softened enough this year for the Federal Reserve to shift attention to employment from inflation. To that end, and as a sign of its success in reining in price growth, the central banks last week cut interest rates for the first time in 4 years. So what do we have coming up? So this is what we're going to be reviewing on Saturday morning with Yakar and Mitch on the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate show, where we review these numbers, right? So Tuesday, tomorrow, October 1st, the Institute of Supply Management will release its monthly Purchasing Manager Index, which tracks its manufacturing sector is expanding. If the manufacturing sector is expanding, a non-manufacturing version lands later on in the week. And then the Bureau of Labor Statistics will release the job openings and labor turnover, the JOLTS report, JOLTS survey for August, which measures job vacancies across industries. So it's going to tell us pretty much what industries are jobs going up and down. And then we have October 3rd. On Thursday, our initial jobless claims, it's tracking like how many people are getting laid off and asking for help for the first time. And then we get the Institute for Supply Management, like we have on Tuesday, tomorrow. We have the one for the Purchasing Manager Index, which tracks the non-manufacturing sectors expanding, an indicator of economic health. And then on Friday, October 4th, we have the Bureau of Labor Statistics will release the September job report. The monthly release tracks the unemployment rate and how many jobs were added to the economy. So I think last month, think last month the unemployment rate was 4.3%, and I guess it went down to 4.2 is what they're estimating. So we shall see. I mean, sometimes they say what they think is going to happen, but then once the report actually comes out, it's actually a lot higher or lower. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. But then you have to know that they can always adjust it as well, like the 818,000 jobs that vanished a couple of months ago. So we will see. All right, let's jump on to our next story. So California, our good friends in California, California AI safety bill vetoed. So California Governor Gavin Newsom has vetoed a controversial artificial intelligence safety bill that would have laid the groundwork for how AI is regulated across the United States, according to the Wall Street Journal. In a statement, he said that SB 1047 is well-intentioned, but doesn't consider whether AI is deployed in high or low-risk situations and would have applied to only the largest and most costly models. It faced opposition from tech companies, large and small, who warned that it would strangle innovation. Newsom said he is now collaborating with researchers, including Fei Li, to create more effective legislation. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Any bill that comes out of California, I'm very, very fearful of, especially when it comes to relating to tech. I can easily see that. I don't know. I have a sense that these tech companies are going to be leaving California to be going to other places where the laws are a lot less crazy. All right, let's jump into our next article. And so there was the Hurricane Helene last week. I think it hit Florida, in the Tallahassee area, the Panhandle area, late Thursday night, early Friday morning. And it did cause some damage. It says the Hurricane Helene death toll rises. So, if you know anyone who might have been affected, reach out to them. Make sure that they're okay. It was pretty crazy. Helene has claimed at least 95 lives across the Southeast, making it the deadliest hurricane to strike the continental U.S. since 2022's Ian. Since slamming into Florida's Big Bend region as a Category 4 hurricane late Thursday, the storm has brought some of the worst.
Okay, let's move on.
It's brought some of the worst flooding seen in the region in a century, particularly in North Carolina, where hundreds are still missing. Oh my God, that's terrible. Per CNN, Helene has cut off power and gas for millions, isolated mountain towns, and stymied rescue efforts. It's likely to be one of the country's costliest storms ever. AccuWeather estimates damages could range from $95 billion to $110 billion. That's a lot. Yeah, hurricanes, they cause a lot of damage because, and especially with the hurricane damage, they linger for a very, very long time. And the stronger they are, the worse they get. And if they're moving slowly as well, it's just like a constant pounding. But, hopefully there's more people found than not found, or you know what I mean. But let's keep going. Let's keep going this morning. DC and Marvel lose superhero rights. So your car was asking yesterday, do we prefer Marvel or DC? And I was like, whatever. I'm not really crazy about the comics and stuff like that. But your car is a DC fan, apparently. It says, are comic books protagonists free at last? It turns out rivals Marvel and DC jointly own trademarks for the term superhero and superheroes dating back decades, but Reuters reports the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office recently canceled many of their claims following a petition from comic producer Super Babies. Super Babies challenged the trademark after DC reportedly tried to block its promotion efforts. Marvel and DC didn't respond to the petition on time, leading to the shakeup. The two companies still own a superheroes trademark from 2018 and a supervillain trademark from 1985. So are they fighting over the word superhero? Is that what it is? Weird. Anyway, see, I don't have the time or the patience to get involved in this type of stuff. I honestly don't care. All right, let's jump into the next article. Now, what's up, Mitch? How you doing, Mitch? Let's see. So, it says Direct TV and Dish agree to merger. About time. To all right, let me not say, because what if one of them want to promote me, right? What if one of them want to sponsor me? I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but DirecTV is merging with its longtime rival Dish under the terms of the deal announced Monday. Private equity firm TPG will buy AT&T's remaining stake in DirecTV for about $7.6 billion.
Okay, let's move on.
Start up another timer. $7.6 billion and merged two satellite TV providers. In a separate deal, also announced Monday, DirecTV will buy Dish for $1. For $1? Just $1? Okay. From current owner EchoStar, in the process taking on Dish's nearly $10 billion in debt. The plot thickens. So they're buying it for $1. So actually they're buying it for 10 billion, like negative 10 billion minus one. DirecTV and Dish have been trying to merge for decades without success. A 2002 attempt was ended by a government antitrust law. The tie-up will create America's biggest pay TV provider. I guess maybe if you are living in a place that doesn't have access to cable or fiber, that DirecTV is the option, or Dish is the option. But no thanks. I had DirecTV for many years when I was growing up, and I'll leave it as that. All right, we're not going back. We're not going back. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, let's go to our last article for today. So, strike set to cripple key U.S. ports. Dock workers are preparing to go on strike Tuesday at dozens of ports from Maine to Texas, according to their union. The current contract for members of the International Longshoremen's Association is set to expire Monday night, paving the way for the biggest disruption to the flow of goods in and out of the country since the height of the pandemic, according to the Washington Post. Business leaders...
Okay, let's move on.
Business leaders warned the strike could cost the U.S. economy billions of dollars. A prolonged work stoppage could disrupt the retailers' holiday preparations and lead to shortages from alcoholic beverages to bananas. Oh, no, not the bananas. Bruh. We gotta have our bananas, all right? I'm just saying. Well, what a perfect time for a strike. Be it the labor unions and the election time and all of that good stuff happening. This is going to be very interesting. Speaking of going on strike at the docks, yesterday we had a great show using Docker and using AWS and using networking for the Docker containers and modifying some stuff. It was a really fun time. So join us this coming Sunday as we continue to work on Docker and networking and database type stuff. Not sure how I made that transition, but I saw this picture of the boat and the containers and the dock. I was like, what a perfect idea. Join us on Sundays as we work through Docker, DevOps, and all of that good stuff. But with that being said, we're done with the news for today. All righty, then let me see. We got my guy in the building, Mitch. What's up, Mitch? Good morning to you. Good morning. And Mitch also adds in his proverbial Comcast. So, Mitch, a question for you. Is there any company that you actually like? Or are you just a perpetual hater? Or just a perpetual hater? Did you participate in the haters ball that was on the Chappelle show? That is the question. That is the question for you. Hey. All right. We are going to, let me see, because I honestly don't remember, when I'm away from doing this work for so long, I don't remember what we did last. So I'm going to open up Android Studio. I'm going to throw up a 20-minute timer on the clock.
Let's Let's go! Let's go!
And we are going to go here. I think, oh, yes, I think where we left off, let's go over here. Mitch says there is no company that he hates them all. And he says, oops, oh, whoa, we got Alexis in the building. How are you doing? How are you doing, Alexis? How are you doing today? Hopefully you are doing well. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I appreciate you.
Emmett just actually wrote to Comcast, can't stand them. Oh my! Did you wrote an angry letter to Comcast? Say, I am not happy with you guys. I am not happy. Did you tell them?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I hear you, Mitch. I hear you. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right. I don't know how much we're gonna do today because I have to get caught up on where we left off. But I'm gonna start up my emulator. And I'll probably start building another app because if I don't do it on the stream, then it is not going to get done. But we'll see. So let's go to here and let's start running that. Hopefully it doesn't give us any issues starting up. I know last time I was trying to do that margin stuff to space out the buttons, but I might just let it be. I might just let it be for now, and then maybe in the future, if we have the time and capacity, then maybe. But I think for now, it'll be all right for now. I just wanted a little bit of space, but I think we're wasting too much time trying to get that space in. So we will leave it as that for now, and then in the future, if we have a little bit of time, then we can figure that out. But let me just fill this in real quick. Make sure we don't crash here, because this used to crash back in the days. So all right, so now let's just fill something in real quick, and we go here. Looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good. We can type in here 50 minutes. We can type in here. Oh, you see that? Wait a second. One. Oh, I just found something that's not good. So if I clear this out, this is going to work, right? But if I put 5, it updates. But if I put, let me see, if I just leave this empty, it does not update. Or, yeah, it doesn't update. Look at that. Let me see. Hold on. So we clear that. And if we go to, so let's put 10 in here. That's good. But if we empty this out and then we go here, it doesn't update. So I think we need to put, if we empty this out, it should fill it with 0 at least. You see that? So interesting. So look at that. Found a potential issue that we should fix. And all this stuff is going to have to end up being in widget tests some way, somehow. And we also need to optimize this code. Maybe after we get this up, we'll work on optimizing the code so that it can be a lot cleaner. Because right now this code is kind of all over the place. All right, so let's see what we have. This is the hour spent field. So if your total text is empty, let's see what we can do. So all right, so we know we have those two issues. Let's keep testing this out a bit. So let's go with 230. additional cost here. And then let's say 10. Oops. So that stuff is good. So this is the only part that's a bit concerning. If I take that out and I go over here, I would want this to update. So it would be if unchanged, if total unchanged, if your total hours spent on activity text is 0. Let me see what we have over here. Total hours spent on activity. And we do I would want if the field is empty to be 0, right? So if you click out of the field, all right, let's see. So, your total hours spent on activity value equals num parse 0 else to string. And then pass that in here. If this is empty, sets, so user time spent on activity. So let's throw in, so we're going to throw in some, let's take a look at the terminal or the run. And I want to print something out. So if we were to do 5, so time spent on activity 5 right here, but then we take that out. And it says null is not a subtype of num. So and this is how we're reading this over here, right? So, and now I'm just troubleshooting to see, okay, what's going on? Why? So it says, all right, so we have an error here. Unhandled exception. Type null is not a subtype of num. So if we, so let's say, all right, if we have this, let's say we dump in a if that. Else if equals null. Let's see, equals null. The type on the right operand isn't a subtype or a supertype. Dot text. Try changing one or both. So the type of the right operand isn't a subtype. Let's see. Print. Is this handled? All right, let me run that again. And if we were to take that out, so we have unhandled exception. Type null is not a subtype of num. So let's copy this error. It's always something, right? Let's go over here. All right, let's take a look at the first one. How to solve type null is not a subtype of type. Let's see. If value equals null, return 0. If value equals int, return val. Else return val to int. Catch. So try. Catch error, return 0. We could try that. Let's do that. Let me try that. I don't think I need to use a helper class in particular for this, but let's see. Maybe that'll be an optimized way to do it. But let me see if we do. Let's start off with a try. And we'll do a catch error, print error, return 0. Okay. I don't know why the 0's there. Oh, I see why they say that. Let me see. Let's see. Not exactly what I want. All right, so let's get rid of that for now. And let's see. All right, let's start off with this if. Oops. Let's start off with this over here. And here. And here we'll say value equals 0. Let's see. The operator can't be null, so the condition is always false. Try moving the condition and enclosing, but that's the same thing as the other one. I have to think about this one a little bit, because this is why this null right here, unhandled exception. Type null is not a subtype of num. Let me see. And it's happening right around here. But we should be able to do, I think we should be able to do a try catch though. If I go here and I just take this, let me see. Should be able to take this and put it right here and then catch error and then value equals 0. Let's see what happens with that. All right, let's try that. So here, if I was to do this, oh, it's still happening though. Let's do, let me try this. See what happens if we do that. If we go here, gotta find, all right, so we gotta find a way to, let me see, here, and if this is 0, 1, and then if, so we do that, that returns it to 0. We put this here, all right, and then we take that off. Once we take this off, that's when we have this issue right here, clamp and update on the right here. So let's do a quick search then. Flutter prevent input field from being null. How to handle a null value in a text field. All right, let's see. For me, it's working fine. Is empty, is not empty. You can do something like if text to send back is not equal to null. But what if it is equal to null? This will only take you back to the other screen when the text isn't empty. Otherwise, you see on the current screen. That's helpful. That's helpful, but not exactly what we're looking for. Let's see. Handling null value. So this is going to be a good thing for us to look into this week. How do we work on this? Let me see. Being empty, maybe? All right, how about this? Flutter set value of field if input field is empty. Let's see, so Flutter text editing control or empty, but Flutter thinks there's value. I think by default value of is empty, not null. Dot value is
lunch break.
String.
Lunch break.
Says it's text editing value instance, which isn't null. That's why it goes to else. Use is empty. Oh. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try that real quick. We have a little bit of time. So if we say, so let's get rid of this stuff over here. If we say, let's try if is empty, else if, we'll do we'll do here, or we'll say value equals 0. Let's try that. So I'm just gonna try putting this as empty first, and we still have that, right? But maybe it's taking the value. Let's see if it at least takes the value, right? So let's say we do 100,000, and we say let's say 11. And now let's go here, and we come back in here, and we say take this off. Still not. All right, so it's probably in the set state then. But I think the problem is also, all right, so print, and we're gonna go with here, input value, okay, I know we could do that in here. And we're going to say, we're going to do also value. I could do that too. Cool. All right, let me see what happens here real quick. I just want to see what it's happening in the background. So we go 2 times on activity 2. Go here, and then let's say we take that out. See, it's not even getting over here, to be honest with you. It's not even getting to this part right here. Let's see real quick what options we have on here. Unchanged. Maybe the issue lies on the unchanged. I think that might be what it is. I think the error is lying on the unchanged and not on the so if we go into the So I mean, not on the on change, but in the set state. So if we go to here, user hours spent on activity. Cost of activity based and anticipate hours. Money made. Calculate hourly cost of activity. User hours spent on activity. Get entered time in hours. So this is setting the state. Just do one more print and then we'll wrap it up for today. Let's run that real quick and see if we get anything. If not, then that's it for today. Two. All right. So I'm going to do 2. And then we take that off. We have our null. So our calculation is 2. But then once we take that off, it's not taking. All right, so we have to investigate this part right here. There's something with the increment that we need to look into to say, all right, if there's something that, like, if the field is empty, then set it to a particular value, but it's probably on the increment package that we need to look into to see what our options are. But we're going to wrap it up for today. I think that is it for today. But we know what we have to do, right? We know what we have to do. But that's it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Hopefully this was helpful and informative, and that you see what we're doing, see how we investigate, see how we troubleshoot, see how we figure things out, how we research on Google and all that good stuff, and try different things. You know, that's what we do here. That's why we like to get our day started off in the morning to get our mind stimulated to get to work, all right? But with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Yakar. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Mitch, for stopping by. Really, really appreciate you guys. Have a great day. And we are going to be premiering the Candid Conversations at noon Eastern time, talking about return to office and how to strategize for that in case that comes up. And then we're going to be live tomorrow night. Do me a favor on your way out. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon at techcoachralph.dev. I have a video dropping tomorrow on how to use Glassdoor and a little bit of AI to prepare you for interviews, and we'll go from there, right? But with that being said, this is Tech Coach Ralph in the morning. We are out. For real.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again. Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.